Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation on setting financial goals, our next presentation. Setting financial goals. If you don't know where you are going, how do you expect to get there? It's a good question to ask. We think maybe we'll just magically get that perfect job or $100 million or whatever it might be, but how do we expect to get there is all about setting goals. So, what is a goal? A goal is the end result of something a person intends to acquire, achieve, do, reach, or accomplish sometime in the near or distant future. Setting goals is like creating a map for a road trip. So when you're planning to go to, let's say, South Dakota, there might be places you want to stop along the way, and setting goals is kind of like that you'll create a map. We're going to take these roads, and that's how we're going to get there. So how can goal setting benefit you? It creates a path and provides guidance for your future, helps make the life you want to live a reality, helps with decision making, and helps create well-being. So how can goal setting benefit your life? Can you use any of these things? Can it help you with making decisions, just make you a better person overall, or make your life the reality that you want it to be? So is it realistic to write goals for every decision you make? Think about that. Would you write down a goal for everything you do? Not necessarily. So routine decisions are daily decisions that don't require a lot of thought, like what to wear in the morning. Major decisions require thought, effort, time, and personal discipline, like what to do after high school graduation. So is it realistic to write goals for routine decisions? Most likely not. But it isn't very important to write goals for major decisions. And some people have a very difficult time with this. Some people are very good about writing goals for themselves. But it's a great idea. To goal or not to goal. So which of the following decisions would you write a goal for? When will you purchase a car? Is that something to write a goal down for? When you will complete your homework this evening? What you will eat for lunch? And which extracurricular activities you will participate in. So if you think about it, we know it's not routine decisions, so probably your homework and your lunch is not something you need to write a goal down for, but the other ones perhaps would be. So how can goal setting help you manage your money? Goal setting is important to financial planning. This is a term you need to know. Financial planning is managing your money continuously through life in order to reach financial goals, something you will be doing for the rest of your life. Financial goals are specific objectives or goals that are accomplished through financial planning. And setting financial goals will help you make day-to-day spending decisions. So if we have a goal, let's say, to buy a car in the next 6 months, we can think about how we can reach that goal, we can set that goal, and that will help us decide if we're going to purchase things in our day-to-day spending decisions in order to save up for that car. And again, you do not have to circle your letter that could be achieved. Elements of a successful goal. Successful goals are SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. So that's the SMART goal. We'll be talking about that a lot in this class. So here's more about specific. Clearly defined end results. A financial goal states exactly what plan you have for the money involved. So in this example, Lacey says, I will reduce my debt. That's a goal, but it's not specific. To make it specific, I will reduce the amount I owe on my car loan. So what specifically are you reducing? Measurable. Determine exactly when you will know that the goal has been met. A financial goal states an exact dollar amount. So again, Lacey's reducing the amount on her car loan is not measurable until she adds, I will reduce the amount I owe on my car loan by $1,000. Attainable. Creating a step-by-step plan outlining exactly how the goal can be reached. Without doing this, we don't know exactly how we'll reach our goal. So a financial goal often is determined by a spending plan or budget. So in Lacey's example, her current goal, I will reduce the amount I owe on my car loan by $1,000. An attainable goal would be Lacey I will reduce the amount I owe on my car loan by $1,000 by paying an extra $100 per week, because she found out she had an extra $100 to spend. Realistic is how do you determine if a goal is unrealistic? You'd have to examine the consequences of that goal and consider the trade-offs and opportunity costs. Trade-off is giving up one thing for another, and opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative that you will give up as a result of your plan. So those are important terms also to know. Giving up one thing for another is trade-off, and the opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative. So for example, what could Lacey do with that $100? Besides put it on her car loan, she could save it, and that's a trade-off. Which decision should she make? She should determine what the value or the opportunity cost of the trade-off is to her, and if paying off her car loan is more important to her than saving or any other use of the money, then that's what she's deciding to do with the money. So here, her current goal, again, now making it realistic. You can see it gets longer, but it's more specific, attainable, realistic, all of those things. Lacey has determined that paying her car loan is more important than any other use of her money. The opportunity cost of paying her car loan is higher than the alternative of saving that money. And then time-bound. Specifically state when the goal will be reached. Short-term goals are attained in less than 1 year. Long-term goals are attained in more than 1 year. Financial goals, you need to make sure that you think about the long-term financial needs when setting your financial goals. So now Lacey's example again, to make it time-bound, I will reduce the amount I owe on my car loan by $1,000 in 10 weeks by paying an extra $100 per month. So in summary, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound are the elements of a SMART goal. So let's real quickly recap SMART financial goals before we get into our examples. Our S, specific, M, measurable, A, attainable, R, realistic, and T, time-bound. Specific states exactly what will be done with the money involved. Measurable is writing an exact dollar amount. Attainable is a step-by-step plan outlining how the goal can be reached. Realistic is thinking about the trade-offs and opportunity costs to analyze the consequences of your goal, make sure you can reach it. And specifically state when the goal will be reached is time-bound. So let's talk about Austin. Austin is 16. He needs help writing a SMART goal. He has identified all the parts of the goal, and you have to help him classify each element of a SMART goal. Then combine the parts of the goal to create a final SMART goal. So remember the parts of the goal, which I just reflected with you. You can always go back and watch that part again. But we need to match each part of Austin's goal with the correct SMART goal element. So here are his 5 parts, and we want to determine what goes where. So let's see if you can figure this out. If you are correct, all the lines will go. So let's look at them together. Austin will spend $25 less on entertainment every month in order to save that $25 instead. Austin will save money for college. Austin will save money for the next 2 years. Austin will save $600, and Austin has determined that the opportunity cost of saving money is more valuable than spending an extra $25 on entertainment every month. So if you look at these, it might be easiest to pick what you know. For example, the middle one, the third one, Austin will save money for the next 2 years would be time-bound because it's a time limit. Saving $600 would be a measurable amount because it's an exact amount. Saving money for college, the second choice would be specific. Spending $25 less on entertainment would make it attainable because that's how he would reach it. And then determining opportunity costs and saving is the realistic part. So you can check to see if you are correct. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. So those are all the parts of a SMART goal. So his final SMART goal would be written all together. Usually it's more than a sentence. Austin will save $600 for college. Austin has decided that he is willing to spend $25 less on entertainment every month in order to save $25 per month for the next 2 years.